Hi, it's Emily Hu. I'm with Dream Home, powered by Keller Williams Realty Brevard. Today, I have a special guest, an experienced investor and realtor from New York, New Jersey, Angela Luo.
Hi, this is Angela Luo from New York and New Jersey.
Today, we're going to discuss about Angela's journey in Florida, her first investment property. Let's discuss details. Why did she make such a decision? And how does the number look like? And as an outsider to buy an investment property in Florida, and what should you pay attention to? Okay, to start, let's talk about the big picture. You, as far as I know, you have many investment properties before. You flipped many houses. Like, why did you choose Melbourne?
Some of my personal reasons, and I also love to play pickleball. And I notice a lot of people are moving down to Florida because they have very nice weather here. Obviously, the reason I chose West Melbourne is because I learned that the major employees like L3 Harris, NG, and Collins Aerospace are based here. So I feel like there is a huge demanding rental market in this area. So if I buy an investment property here, which means I will have very good quality of tenants, this is really big drive for me to make the decision.
That's fantastic. So you considered not only the location, but also look at the number. We all know that the number has to be beautiful. At the same time,
Hmm.
whether the rental market is strong and how qualified tenants are around. So in this way, how quick we can rent the property out. So which allows you to quickly claim back the return. Comparing with the New York, New Jersey, the market, I heard still very competitive. So what's the difference between Melbourne versus New York, New Jersey, Angela?
From my experience, like New York, New Jersey, we still have large populations, and the people are still kind of bidding for the houses because the inventory is still very low over there. So as an investor, for me, like I don't want it to compete with who are still bidding for the houses because the number will not be making any sense to me.
Well, I know the market is still aggressive, but I'm so surprised to hear. I know the market is still aggressive, but I'm so surprised to hear it's still a bidding war because for me in Melbourne, in Florida area, that was like during the pandemic. The housing market doesn't reflect the true value of the property, so it's not a good time to invest. But overall, glad that you realize Melbourne is a good place to invest. I do know that it's finding a renter and qualified renter here
Yeah,
is not that hard.
yeah,
And a lot of the times we can get like 6 to 10% cash flow.
yeah.
Congratulations for your first
Jersey.
investment house here. So Angela, you also mentioned about in New York, New Jersey, like it's hard to find maybe a good priced one. When you say hard, like how hard it is with the cash flow percentage or something impact overall, what are the challenges?
Besides the bidding war, I feel like New Jersey, New York, the housing prices is still way higher than Florida. And also the property tax and the HOA fees are increasing a lot over the past few years. So I feel like buying a property in Florida, West Melbourne area, and Emily was able to find me a good, really good single family house investment. The property tax is only like over 2,000 a year, and the HOA for the whole year is only like $100. Even though I'm putting only like 25% down as investment, I'm still getting a positive cash flow by paying after my mortgage, property tax, and the HOA fees.
I would say use like 0.8% to 1.2, 1.4%. And also, there's no income tax. So that's another benefit. Since you just bought your first Florida investment property, so any recommendations you would recommend or anything to avoid for them upfront so that they can buy a good option without regret?
Number one important thing is to hire a very professional team and agent who can manage your investment property. That could save you a lot of time and headache. So lucky to find Emily as my agent from purchasing to closing. And even right now, Emily found me a very professional renovation group. So I would say definitely to hire a professional team to manage the property is the key.
Thank you. I didn't pay you to say so. So thank you so much. I'm so glad we are having this conversation. It truly means a lot. If you are thinking about buying investment property in Florida and you want to better understand what makes the Melbourne area attractive from an investment standpoint, please feel free to reach out, and I would love to provide you market analysis and also sit down together with you to walk through details. Thank you so much, Angela, for being here today, and thank you so much, everybody, for being with us too. So we'll talk next time.
See you next
Bye-bye.
time.